Tank Squad has come a long way ever since it was released this year. In my previous video, I mentioned how it wasn't really their fault for releasing it that early due to an unfortunate circumstance. And fast forward to today, I want to talk about the updates and some of the changes and improvements, and is it worth coming back to and having it on your playlist. My name is Fantasy and I cover tactical and immersive games, especially armored and tank games. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like with an APHE round and subscribe if you haven't already, as it means a lot. Since then, they've added a new Soviet campaign with 5 new missions and the Soviet vehicles like the KV-1S that you can play as. The interiors have slightly improved even though it's not fully detailed, but the periscopes do work, especially if you're playing in multi-crew. And more importantly, they have added tutorials from repairing basics like how to repair your tank in the campaign mode. They also added a tutorial on how to fight and how to multi-crew, which is important in learning how to manage your crew and how to use the basic functions. They've also added a tank range where you can test out all the tanks and the different rounds. Tank Squad tutorial is very well done and intuitive, and I think a lot of tank games or even light sims can benefit from this. They've also made several changes to the UI and icons and some quality of life improvements. And as you can see, they've pretty much delivered most on the roadmap, at least a short-term roadmap, with some of the minor things that are being left standing, such as Steam Workshop integration and mod support. But I'm sure that will come later once the game is fully complete. Another major change from last time are the graphics. In their 1.14 update, Tank Squad received a significant visual overhaul. Before this update, the graphics honestly weren't that great. Things look pretty blurry and low resolution overall, but now there's a huge improvement in both visual quality and overall performance. But to be clear, the performance isn't perfect yet. You can definitely tell there's a difference between the earlier builds compared to now. But it's great to see that the devs are actively working on optimization. In fact, they managed to reduce the RAM usage on larger maps, which is a very big deal for smoother gameplay. They've also updated their Unity engine, which should open the door for more graphical and performance improvements down the road. You can also use DLSS and FSR upscaling, however there are some known issues with using it, so use whatever works or not. Overall, the devs have worked really hard on improving the game to a much better place than it was first launched, and to be honest, my crew have been having a blast, even though it's not perfect yet.
Sounds like it's coming from the left and from the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear down the road here where Duck died.
I died to a T-70, oh my god.
Oh, yep, T-70 got me. Oh no, it's on our left flank. Guys, it's on our left. Ah, dangerous.
I didn't want to say anything.
In terms of some of the issues right now, it does seem like it needs a bit more polishing in terms of optimization. As I said before, I did encounter some issues while multi-crewing, like my tank commander glitching in and out, probably due to some networking coding issues. And occasionally the infantry would just stand there, especially the enemy.
Yeah, it's close. It's like 67 meters, I think.
Yeah.
It's like...
To your left.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with them.
I got it.
But like any other games, AI is probably the most challenging thing to work on, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Doug, you're like surrounded by anti-tech. Hey, you guys might want to help Duck. Yep. In terms of the future development, the team behind Tank Squad has some pretty exciting plans. They're currently working on a brand new campaign gameplay mode, and from that we can see that it's shaping to be a massive step forward. The campaign will take place in a large operational map where players must capture sectors while facing off against an enemy AI commander. And that commander can choose to attack or defend, and each sector will have a different objective to complete. What's also great is that the campaign will be dynamic, meaning that the objectives will always change and will always be different. And so each sector will offer something new, which keeps everything fresh and unpredictable. Now, the part that really caught my attention is that they're doubling down on combined arms simulation. Tank Squad already features infantry, but they're taking it a step further by having more infantry and improving them. So what you may see is a full company size of infantry working along with armored units. And we're talking about 100 to 150 soldiers actively fighting on your side or playing against, which is massive. With larger maps and bigger unit counts, these battles will naturally take more time to complete, and you'll be pushing across greater distances in both travel and engagement. The maps will be modeled after real-world environments, making every advance feels like you're in an actual battlefield in the past. Weather, time, and types of battles will be implemented as well. Let me know what you guys think about the campaign mode. And another good news to Tank Squad is that they are planning to up the player limit. Currently, the max player limit in multiplayer is 4, but with the larger campaigns in development, it certainly makes a lot of sense to up the player limit. But with a bigger player count, you can have a much more organized group to play with and to coordinate tactically, especially in the regular missions. So my question is it worth your time and worth having it on your playlist? My answer to that is that it's in a much better state, although not perfect. I would say it's in early access without it officially being in early access due to the reasons in my previous video. But if you're looking for a World War II tank game with multi-crewing, with a campaign, and to play with friends, and a potential for it to be a sandbox, then I think it's worth having it in your library. I also do recommend playing it in simulation mode because I think that's where the experience is at. Currently the max players is 4 players, so you're kind of limited, but the missions are entertaining and they do provide a bit of challenge for you and your crew. And the immersion in this game isn't that bad either. Oh, it looks like your crew is getting off. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's one. Smoke.
Non-pen.
Yep, there you go.
Alright, that one's just gone.
Right down. Even though it's not a complete and finished game, the devs have shown that they have worked hard to at least improve the game. And I mean, looking at the short-term timeline, they have pretty much accomplished most of that. So I think it's worth supporting them and providing them the feedback on their community. I think Tank Squad can offer a lot in the near future for a sim-light experience, and we'll see how they'll continue to improve the game. My hope is that they can be a sandbox experience where it does offer a lot of features from being arcade to simulation to multi-crewing and larger missions. It'll honestly be very cool to one day host a large organized session with the community, and I think Tank Squad has the potential to do that. And Tank Squad is quite accessible to many as well. So overall, it has a pretty good foundation and of course potential, but it has some ways to improve. But given their communication and their constant work, they are working their way up. And I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you are still playing Tank Squad and what are your thoughts on the development plan. But these are my opinion and just my observation from what I'm seeing.
Smoke for us.
Oh, tank. Hit no damage. Oh! Damn it, it got me. Right in the turret.
You guys are... All of you are dead?
Yeah, you're the last one. Push. Do you guys see the driver like right in front of his tank?
No.
Ah, smoke coming.
Oh no.
Oh,
You're dead. You're dead.
it's over.
It's over. It's show over.
Oh my god.
Fan actually said it's show over.
It's show over. So I'm curious to know your thoughts about Tank Squad and if you guys have been playing it or not. And what do you look forward to the most? And I want to hear your opinions, but of course make sure to be respectful to one another. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video or stream.